So the Galaxy S20 Ultra. I love it, but I also not really a big fan of it. Now, I'm gonna get this out the way. I do not see myself switching to Android. And the reason why is just because I don't want to be that green guy, you know? I'm so heavily invested in the Apple ecosystem that for me, switching to an Android would be like, why would you want to do that? Because now if I want to take a picture, it's not going to be on my iPad. Or when I get text messages, it's not going to be on my Apple Watch. I'm so heavily into the Apple ecosystem, it's not even funny. And then I'm missing FaceTime, I'm missing those Apple emojis. I'm just going to miss certain things. But this phone is a lot of fun. There's a lot of features that you can do on the Galaxy that you just simply cannot do on an iPhone. You have picture in picture. You have customization. You can change the icons. You have split screen multitasking. The screen size is massive, 6.9-inch display, and I think Samsung did that on purpose. 6.9. This is the largest smartphone that I ever owned, and this is the most beautiful smartphone that I ever owned too. I would be the first to admit it. I absolutely love the hole punch display. It's not in the way when I'm gaming or watching videos, movies, whatever the case may be. And you know, it's not intrusive as like a notch on the iPhone. But yeah, and the display, you know, Samsung is known for making fantastic AMOLED displays. This one here is no slouch either. And one thing I absolutely appreciate with this phone is that 120 hertz display. I mean, that 120 hertz, man, once you see 120 hertz, it's hard to go back to a 60 hertz display. I could say that again. And I pretty much have that 120 hertz on all the time. I don't care about the battery life. This is a massive phone, so it has a massive battery. So the battery life, it takes a hit, but it's not, you know, I can get through the whole day. And keep in mind, I don't have this phone activated as my primary phone because, like I said, I don't want to be that guy to be a green guy. Like, I don't want to be that green guy. The fingerprint scanner, it works, but you gotta be very, very precise. You gotta put your thumb exactly like how you said it. Having that fingerprint scanner is freaking awesome. Just the fact how it's in the display, that's genius. I'm waiting for the day that we have the front-facing camera embedded into the display, so we have all-screen design. One thing interesting about the face unlock on the S20, you gotta have your eyes open. If you have your eyes closed and try to unlock your phone, it's not gonna unlock. It's gonna realize that, okay, if your eyes are open. But it's not 100% secure because you could take a picture of me and then take the screenshot of this video or a picture of me and unlock my phone. So it's not 100% secure like Face ID on the iPhone. Something so simple like the always on display, I really do appreciate that. Always seeing the time, the day, the notifications, the battery life, the charging, see the percentage, how long it's going to take to charge. That's something that we just don't get on iPhones. And also you have reverse wireless charge, which is like, man, you know, one time my phone was at like 5%. My iPhone was at 5%. So I decided to take out my S20. I activate the power share. I bumped my phone right up to 10%. I mean, it's not the fastest in the world, but 10% is better than 5%. And the Samsung saved the day. But I did a camera test. I did a video test, both in 8K and 4K. Make sure you guys check out those videos. And you guys can see the camera quality. It's fantastic. I highly recommend recording in 4K 60 because the 8K, you know, it's having some trouble focusing, but I know Samsung pushed out an update to fix the autofocus, so it's a little bit more better now. But I still recommend shooting in 4K just because the 8K take up so much space. When I shot that Mentos versus Coca-Cola video, that took up like 10 gigabytes. Like, that was like, man, that is just a massive file. And, you know, 4K 60 frames per second, I think that's a little bit more optimal. And even 1080p if you just want to save space, that's good too. The camera on this is no slouch. The colors look good. The colors are punchy. But one thing that's a big gimmick in my opinion is that 100 times zoom level. That 100 times zoom level, It sounds good on paper, but when you actually using it, you can't really use those pictures because the pictures are so fuzzy, so blurry. And honestly, it's not an actual 100 times zoom. They just crop out the sensor. So it's like taking this picture right now. If you take a screenshot of this and then zoom it in 100 times and then slap 100 times zoom on it, that's what Samsung did. So it's a gimmick. It's a big gimmick in my opinion. I don't see myself ever using 100 times zoom. But I took a little sample photo here just out of curiosity for the review. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good. You could still use that picture, but most of the time the pictures are like unusable, and it's hard to take those pictures too because any sudden movement, you're gonna throw off the entire shot. Thankfully, Samsung included a little viewfinder to see where you actually taking the picture, so that comes in handy. But at the same time, it's not really a big feature that I'll go crazy about. But one thing that's weird, when I'm recording video, you cannot use the ultra wide angle lens for recording video. That's something that's like, that had me scratching my head because you could do that on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but you can't do that on the Samsung Galaxy S Ultra. Bizarre. And the Galaxy S Ultra costs more money than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And that's due to the fact that this phone supports 5G. Now 5G is not in its prime time right now. So I think getting this phone just for the 5G capability is a waste of money. You should not do that to yourself because 5G is it's a very specific location. You got to be right there to appreciate that 5G speeds. 5G towers, good luck trying to find those. I think Samsung put 5G on the phones a little too early. If they would wait 2 years from now or next year maybe, then I would understand. But putting 5G now, and especially this is an Android device, you're not going to have that years of support like Apple. I don't see what's the point of having 5G on the S20. It's good to future-proof your phone. If you're not going to support the phone with softwares, it don't even make sense to put 5G on the phone at all. And I'm pretty sure everybody would have been more than happy if the S20 would have had LTE and bring down the cost even further. So that would have been even nice. It's really nice scrolling through Instagram, I must say. Having that narrow display, having everything so tall, seeing pictures on that big, gorgeous display, that 6.9-inch AMOLED display, is just jaw-dropping. I love seeing the colors, especially on Instagram, seeing the pictures just pop out. Samsung, man, they make one of the best displays, period. And let's not forget, this phone costs $1,500. I mean, and you only get a 128. You get what I'm saying? If you want to jump that up, you can go knock yourself out too. But man, it's just never worth spending that much money on an Android device, especially like the Galaxies or the OnePlus. You're getting that good experience now, but you're not going to get the support later on. And then by the time you turn around, the value of the S20 Ultra is going to only go down. I wouldn't be surprised in 6 months later from now, this phone will be $1,000 or even less. I absolutely do love the specs. The 12 gigabytes of RAM. That Snapdragon 865 is fantastic. Very, very fast, and doing multitasking is going to be a breeze. This is a good phone. It's just not worth the money. It's not worth spending $1,500+ on. If you really want the S20, go out and get the S20 or S20 Plus. And yeah, you're not getting the specs like the Ultra, but come on. It's still a newer phone. You're still going to get the Snapdragon 865. So at the end of the day, what's really the point of the Ultra? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're getting more RAM here, but seriously, don't let the specs fool you. Save some money because at the end of the day, you're going to have to buy a case, which you guys can pick up a Rhinoshield case. If you use code SimplyPops, you get 10% off. Yeah, you still got to protect your phone. You're still going to probably need a screen protector, warranty. You still got to pay the phone bill. So just keep in mind, you get what I'm saying? You got other expenses to make too. I feel like it's a way better value than just the Ultra. Yeah, you're getting the bigger display, you're getting the nice specs, you're getting 100 times zoom, but it's just not worth it, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. But hey, it's a phone, so it could be able to make phone calls, right? Yeah.